In a bold and controversial move, boxing legend Mike Tyson has voiced strong objections to Terence Crawford's plan to leap up to 168 pounds and challenge Canelo Alvarez for his super middleweight titles. Tyson argues that Crawford's recent performance was lackluster, and that moving up to face a champion like Canelo is too risky without proving himself against top contenders first. With Tyson's sharp critique sparking heated debates, the question now is, can Crawford handle the leap to super middleweight, or is he setting himself up for a dramatic fall? The boxing world is watching closely. Will Crawford's ambition turn into a knockout success, or a high-profile misstep? Mike Tyson is openly critical about Terence Crawford's plan to move up to 168 pounds to challenge Canelo Alvarez for his 3 super middleweight titles. Tyson expresses concern that Crawford, who boasts an impressive record of 41 wins and 31 knockouts, didn't perform at his best in his most recent fight. In that bout, Crawford stepped up from his usual weight of 147 pounds to 154 pounds to fight Israel Madrimov on August 3 RD for the WBA junior middleweight belt. Tyson felt that Crawford faced a significant challenge against Madrimov, who was much larger and landed powerful punches throughout the fight. Tyson was particularly critical of the judges, who awarded Crawford a narrow victory despite Madrimov clearly landing the more impactful shots. Tyson's opinion is that Crawford's performance didn't demonstrate the readiness needed to face a formidable opponent like Canelo Alvarez. Tyson further doubts Crawford's ability to succeed in the super middleweight division against Canelo Alvarez, the reigning champion with titles from the WB, WBA, WBC and WBO. Tyson suggests that Crawford's primary motivation might be the substantial financial reward from a potential fight with Canelo, rather than proving himself at the higher weight class. He argues that before facing Canelo, Crawford should first prove his skills against other top contenders in the super middleweight division. Tyson names fighters such as David Benavidez, David Morrell, Christian Mbili, and Osleys Iglesias as key challenges Crawford should tackle. According to Tyson, these fights are essential for Crawford to establish his credentials and demonstrate that he is truly ready for a title fight against Canelo. Tyson believes that Crawford needs to earn his opportunity at Canelo by facing these top competitors, rather than being granted a title shot without proper preparation. In addition to his concerns about Crawford's readiness, Tyson also criticizes the quality of Crawford's recent opponents. He feels that many of these fighters were either past their prime or not particularly strong, which undermines Crawford's current standing in the boxing world. Tyson argues that simply moving up a weight class and immediately challenging a top champion like Canelo is not a fair or realistic approach. He believes that Crawford should focus on facing and defeating a series of challenging opponents in the super middleweight division to truly prove his worth. According to Tyson, only after demonstrating his skill and resilience against these tough fighters will Crawford be in a position to challenge Canelo Alvarez with a genuine chance of success. Tyson's overall view is that Crawford's current strategy lacks the necessary groundwork and competitive preparation needed for a high-stakes fight against a champion like Canelo. Tyson's criticism also highlights a broader issue in boxing: the challenge of moving up multiple weight classes and immediately facing top-tier competition. Transitioning to a higher weight division isn't just about stepping on the scale. It requires adapting to new fighting styles, increased power from opponents, and often a longer period of physical adjustment. Tyson believes that Crawford's quick move from welterweight to super middleweight is too drastic without first establishing himself against established fighters in the new weight class. This kind of transition can be fraught with pitfalls, as fighters may struggle to adjust their technique and stamina to cope with the increased demands of a heavier division. Tyson's concern is that Crawford might be taking on too much too soon, risking both his health and career prospects in the process. Additionally, Tyson's remarks shed light on the importance of proper preparation and strategic planning in a fighter's career. For Crawford, successfully moving up to super middleweight and challenging a champion like Canelo requires more than just talent. It demands thorough preparation and strategic matchmaking. Tyson suggests that Crawford's path to a title shot should involve carefully chosen fights against rising stars and seasoned contenders who can test his abilities at the new weight. This strategic approach not only helps in acclimating to the heavier division, but also builds a strong case for a legitimate title challenge. Without this preparation, Crawford risks entering a high-profile fight underprepared, which could diminish his chances of success and affect his long-term career trajectory. Tyson's comments also reflect a broader sentiment among boxing fans and analysts, who believe that fighters should earn their title shots through a rigorous process rather than jumping straight into high-profile matches. This perspective emphasizes the value of a fighter's journey and the respect earned through consistently facing tough opponents. For Crawford, proving himself against the top contenders in the super middleweight division is not just about gaining a title shot, but also about gaining respect and credibility within the boxing community. Tyson's criticism underscores the idea that while big money fights are tempting, the path to success in boxing is often paved with hard work, strategic planning, and a willingness to face and overcome significant challenges. Tyson's critique also reflects the broader skepticism in boxing about fighters who rapidly move up in weight classes without adequate testing. In boxing, moving up in weight isn't just about physical size. It's about adjusting to different styles, increased power, and new strategies. Crawford's decision to leap from 147 to 168 pounds to face Canelo might seem ambitious, but it raises concerns about whether he has truly adapted to the new weight class. Fighters need time to develop the skills and resilience required for higher weight classes, and Tyson believes Crawford hasn't yet proven he can handle the demands of super middleweight. Without facing a series of competitive opponents at this weight, there's uncertainty about how well Crawford can perform against a seasoned champion like Canelo. Furthermore, Tyson's comments bring to light the importance of strategic career moves in boxing. It's not just about winning fights, but also about managing a fighter's progression and ensuring that each step builds towards a larger goal. For Crawford, moving up to face Canelo directly might seem like a shortcut to a massive payday, but it also risks overshadowing the importance of methodical career advancement. By first taking on other top contenders and demonstrating his ability to compete effectively at 168 pounds, Crawford would not only prepare himself better, but also build a stronger case for a title shot. This measured approach could lead to a more successful and sustainable career in the long run, ensuring that he is fully prepared for the high stakes of a championship bout. As the drama unfolds, all eyes will be on Terence Crawford to see if he can prove the doubters wrong and handle the leap to super middleweight with confidence and skill. Tyson's sharp criticism has only added to the hype and uncertainty surrounding Crawford's next move. Will Crawford rise to the challenge and deliver a performance that silences his critics, or will he fall short and face a major setback in his career? With the stakes higher than ever, the boxing world is on edge, eagerly awaiting the showdown that could redefine Crawford's legacy and shake up the super middleweight division.